I believe that cold outreach is dead in 2025. Now, that's a very, very bold claim, and I think some people will kill me for saying that, the people that love cold email and cold DMs. But if you don't know me, I am like the cold DM freaking GOAT, man. Like, if you go back on my channel a year ago, I had videos pop off about my entire cold outreach system. So for the context here, to back up the point and how this is going to help you, I came from a space where I used to send cold DMs to get clients for my marketing agency. Okay. And I would send, when I started off, 200 cold DMs a day to realtors. That's how I hit my first 10K month. And then I started hiring VAs in the Philippines. I had 5 VAs with me, and we were sending nearly 1,000 cold DMs a day, right? Which is absolutely insane. And it worked, and it helped me scale my agency. But I believe we are shifting in the market now to a place where a brand and content takes over cold outreach. Why? The barrier to entry into cold outreach is very easy. Anybody can go spin up a blank Instagram account or a brand new Gmail and go outbound and just send messages to their ideal clients. And that's why everybody's doing it. Like, even my DM requests, I don't have a huge brand. They're flooded with people just pitching me their thing. And so nothing actually makes them different. But the biggest turning point for me, and what allowed me to go from forcing and just being super hard to hit 10K a month to making 10K a month feel very simple and easy for me, was when I switched from outbound to inbound. Was when I switched from cold DMs, from a blank account with no content, no social proof, no authority, to being an authority in a niche market by making very niche content to solve problems for my ideal client. And like, one of the biggest issues that I ran into when I was doing cold outreach, I was very good at outreach, but I hated it. and people like it because you could like reverse engineer the numbers. You could say, if I get 5% of people to respond to me and get 10% of them on a call, like, I'll be able to get to 10, 30K a month. Like, you like to reverse engineer the numbers. But when you're in the trenches, either doing the outreach or managing people that are doing it for you, it sucks. It sucks because you're not coming from a place of authority, and people don't respect you. They don't look up to you. And those are the people that you want buying from you, man. The last thing you want is to chase people down. That's why when I got started in business, that's why I had to work 12-hour days. That's why I had to cold call people that were interested on Instagram and kind of force them onto a sales call and spend 2 hours on a sales call with them. It's because the process itself, it works, but it's broken for what I wanted. And what all I wanted was to be seen as an authority in my little market, my little space, be seen as an authority and let my dream clients come to me. And I thought business had to be that hard. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I thought business had to be so hard where you're constantly chasing people down, you're forcing people to buy from you. Forcing, right? I'm not forcing anyone to buy, but you get the idea, right? And yeah, so like, if you're doing outreach right now, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. If you're one of the guys in my DMs, you know what it feels like if I leave you on scene, if I tell you I'm not interested, if I compare you to competitors. Like, you don't want to be in that spot. And you might just be doing it because it's easier than getting in front of a camera like I am right now, getting all dressed up, getting a little mic, getting in front of a camera, even your freaking iPhone. You don't need a camera or a mic. But it's easier to send a message, an email, a cold call. It's easier to do that than to get in front of the camera. Why? Because when you're in front of the camera, I mean, you're out there for the whole world to see you, right? People could judge you and say you're ugly. People can call you ugly. But if you care more about what people think about you versus getting to 100K a month and attracting clients to you, then that's your problem. But I know me personally, I make content because I don't care about what people think. I actually do. If I didn't care about what people think, I might be naked right now on the camera. So to a certain extent, I care what people think, and you do too. But I care more about my goals and the way I want to hit them than the opposite. I have a perfect example of this. One of my clients, Joseph, he scaled his agency to 50K a month. And he actually started watching my content a year ago when I posted those cold DM videos, and that got him started with cold DMs. So he scaled to 50K a month with cold DMs, and I helped him through that as a client. And when I started making content, when I started getting clients through content, and when I saw the potential of content, I had a conversation with him and I told him, dude, you need to start making YouTube videos. And Joseph, you're watching this, I love you, man, but he didn't listen to me. He's like, nah, bro, if I just double the response rate on my outreach, I'm like, cool, bro, you do you, right? And he comes back to me a couple months later to now, and he messages me and he's like, dude, again, you were freaking right, bro. He started making YouTube videos, and I wasn't speaking to him for like a month, 2 months, started making YouTube videos, comes back to me and telling me how he's signing all these clients and he's getting these huge whale clients from his channel and all this stuff. And he's like, dude, I should have listened to you, bro. I should have started this sooner. Now the only thing I focus on is making content for my business. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say cold outreach is dead in 2025. I don't think it's the best way to scale your business. There is no one best way. It's just whatever way resonates with the type of life you want to have. So here's what I mean. Like, you can go into 2025 and send 1,000 DMs a day and it'll work, right? But what comes as a second order consequence of that is that you're gonna have to be chasing prospects down. You're gonna have very cold sales calls with prospects that don't know who you are, don't know what you do. You're gonna have a lot of competitors also sending outreach. People are gonna be comparing you to your competitors. And so it works the same way everything else works, but it's what do you want to work for you? I choose content, building a niche brand, attracting my clients to me because it aligns with the business I wanna run, right? And so I'm not sitting here telling you do this, this, and this, and this. What I'm telling you is that if you're aligned with me and you want to attract your dream clients to you, you don't want to waste money in ad spend or building a team and managing them, and you don't want to chase freaking prospects down, then this should be your sign, if you get anything from this video, that you should start making content. Because if you start right now, like by the time you're watching this, we're in November, December, if you start now going into 2025 and just make 2 valuable videos a week to your ideal clients, you're gonna start to gain some traction. Okay, and the combination that we use to get very tactical, like what's the actionable stuff you could do here? Instagram, YouTube. Instagram and YouTube, that's all you need to scale an agency, a coaching business, whatever you're in. Okay, and the way that we do it is we make niche videos on YouTube where we solve problems and give a supporting argument as to why the thing we're selling is superior to what our ideal clients are doing or have already done, right? So think of it like a VSL. I call it a YouTube VSL, a video sales letter where you're giving an argument to why people should believe in you, the thing you're selling, and why it works, okay? You make those videos on YouTube to attract attention inbound, and then you direct those people on YouTube to your Instagram where you could sell them in your DMs. So what I call that is warm outreach, right? Instead of doing cold outreach, how do we do warm outreach? And warm outreach is doing outreach and messaging people that have followed us, that have been watching our content, that have watched our story. If you have an audience right now, it could be 100 people. If you have 100 people in your audience that are your ideal prospects for your service, go and reach out to them right now. That's warm outreach. Go and start a conversation. See where they're at. See what they're currently doing. See what they're struggling with. See where they want to go. And then you enter the appointment setting process that way. And then to scale that, you just need more eyeballs coming in on YouTube to start more conversations in the DMs. It's what I've done to scale my business, what my clients do. It's even what Iman does. Iman Ghazi literally posted a video on the best way to scale an info business in 2024, 2025. He said it himself. It's making niche videos on YouTube towards your ideal client and then sending them over to Instagram where you can have a private conversation with them. Because a lead is somebody that has raised their hand and that you can interact with, right? That's the kicker. You have to be able to interact with them. So YouTube is the most powerful platform to indoctrinate people into what you're selling and who you are and what you believe. But Instagram is the best place to have a one-to-one conversation with a lead, right? So we use that combination. And if you just stick with that and just take action on it, your life can change in 2025. You build a niche audience. I mean, in total, my audience across Instagram and YouTube is probably close to 8,000 people. And I've been able to sign over 50 clients from that alone, high ticket clients, right? So you don't have to take my word for it, but I truly believe that building that system, the Instagram and YouTube system, while I'm making it sound simple, it's not easy, but it's the best way to scale your business going into 2025. And then anything else you want to throw on top of that, maybe running ads or doing outreach after that, is just pouring gas on an already lit fire, right? your offer being proven in the market and your content established towards your ideal client is the foundation. It's a fire. And then if you want to run ads, you're just pouring gas on the fire. If your fire is not lit, it's not going to grow, right? If you don't have content or an offer in place, doesn't matter if you run ads, doesn't matter if you do outreach, it's going to be very hard to get clients.